God, I feel sick. Don't like this at all. This porcelain bitch is the worst kind of news. Listen, first sign of trouble, eat Delta.
Hanako-sama ga omachi da.
She emptied the place. Shit.
Excellent. You have come.
Thanks for meeting me.
Of course, V. And I thank you. Before we discuss details, I feel I owe you an explanation. I must tell you why I changed my mind and wish to help.
Weren't sure of anything. If you could trust me, if Yorinobu killed your father. Now...
I knew. From the start.
You... knew?
All the board members knew. Not one soul even slightly interested in the matter believed in the poisoning. Details were disparate, inconsistent.
Helped your brother cover up. Makes you no better than him. Not a smidge.
You do not know my family. Not in the least. My father had flaws. I know this. I harbor no illusions about it. When a foe needed removal, my father ordered it without a thought to mercy. A way of being Yorinobu could not abide. But to my father, ends ever justified means. Saburo Arasaka has always valued just one thing. Do you know what it is?
The corporation.
Family. Our family. I was to be its heart, to uphold life, ensure continuity, stability, never to oppose it.
Huh. Guess Yorinobu's instructions were a little different.
Yorinobu raised his hand against our father, but he is an Arasaka. He is family. I do not expect you to understand. I wish you merely to know I do not oppose my brother willingly. That it is difficult.
Mm-hmm. He's your brother. It's been hard. It'll be hard. Let's say I get that. What changed your mind?
We received a warning during the parade. Security protocols were violated. The first doubts sprouted then. They grew yet greater in your hideout, when my brother's assault group arrived not to rescue, but to kill.
Yorinobu was just plain willing to sacrifice you.
My father was right about my brother. He never cared for us. I was brought up to be the heart of the family. It is time for the Arasakas to listen to their heart. It will bring justice. Did you bring Soul Killer? As we agreed you would.
Finger on the trigger, don't say a word.
Take me for a fool. Think I'd fall for that? Got plans to walk out of here alive.
Had I any ill intentions, I would have chosen a side far more discreet than this. We are here because I know how to save your life. I can lead you to Mikoshi.
Meaning? Mikoshi don't exist in real space.
Yet its access points do, and one is very near.
Where?
Here in Night City, beneath Arasaka Tower.
We ought to leave. Right now.
Wanna leave?
What gave you that idea?
Quit butting in so I can hear her out.
This is gonna be a disaster.
Sit. We have little time.
And you'll help me in exchange for...
My brother.
You catch a whiff of that? Smells like shit. Careful not to step in it.
He must be made to take responsibility for his deeds.
Just say it. Be easier that way.
I want him punished.
Still vague. You want him dead.
I want the Arasaka Corporation to know the truth.
How you plan to do this?
Yorinobu.
花子様、そろそろご自宅にお戻りいただいて。
すぐに済むわ。Yorinobu will soon call a meeting of the board. Representatives of all factions are expected to attend. The perfect moment for them to learn the circumstances of my father's death. I will get you into this meeting, and you will testify against my brother.
Testify. Listen, mind if I'm straight with you?
Help me get rid of Yorinobu. I will help you get rid of the construct.
Offer's intriguing. Need to think about it.
And, naturally, but think quickly. Yorinobu is on high alert after the parade. He may harbor suspicions.
Let's fly the fuck out of here.
V, do you feel all right?
Huh?
You are bleeding.
Fuck.
It seems you are running out of time. Don't delay. Make your decision.
I'll think it over.
You could use some air. Right now. I warned you.
What are you doing?
Shit could be hours from it now, V. And you can't stand on your own 2 feet. Well, I'm good to go. Body listens to me. See what I'm getting at?
Of course I can see. You want me to hand over the keys.
I want to save your life. Pop some pseudo-endotrizine, scooch, and let me get behind the wheel. I'll get us to fucking Mikoshi.
Yeah? How exactly?
Without that porcelain cunt's help, that's for damn sure.
Don't stand a chance without help.
Right about that. But that's why I'll bring Rogue. She's not rusted through just yet. Plus, she owes me.
Maybe she'd have stuck her neck out for you half a century ago, but now, I don't see it.
I'll convince her. After all, we know a thing or two about ops like this. We'll blast our way into Saka Tower, just like we did back in the day. Then find the way inside Mikoshi. It's our only chance.
Rogue. I don't know. You honestly think it could work?
With her experience, her resources, her connections. Won't find anyone better in NC.
Johnny.
It's gotta work. We breach the tower. All cracks open Mikoshi. Then I fuck up that. Great, you checking out again?
What? Am I?
No, it's not what you think. Not yet, anyway.
Easy there. Don't move just yet.
Vic?
You're in pain, I know. Delirious when you arrived, so I had to dose you with beta-haloperidol. But light oversensitivity's a good sign. Means your optic nerves aren't damaged.
How'd I get here?
Dragged yourself here, beat to hell and back. Gave Misty a hell of a fright. Then you shoved my patient at the time off the table and demanded you be treated immediately.
Tell him it was your guardian angel.
Huh?
I, wasn't completely myself.
Yeah, I know. And that's a bit worrying.
So, how bad we talking? That bad, huh?
All right. That should be a little better. Try sitting up. Carefully.
I'll try. I think I'm getting some feeling back.
Slowly.
Another victory for the history books. Well, looks like I can sit up all right. But I can tell you don't have good news.
How much longer is this going to go on?
You tell me.
Looking at you, not long at all. Next attack, you won't be able to crawl back here. You'll flatline in some back alley. This is your last chance to take matters into your own hands. Understand?
I know, Vic. I'll try. Soon.
No. You'll do it now. Now, see that setup over there?
Yeah? What about it?
You'll find a last dose of pseudo-endotrizin there. A gift from Misty. Want to give in to the voices in your head? Go ahead. Take a puff. Go silent. Get out. Or find another way. End things on your own terms. Got a little present for me over there too. Blockers. Manage to walk those few yards to the table. The rest will be up to you, and you alone.
You heard him. We've got one last chance. I'm taking the wheel. Endotrizine, Rogue, Saka Tower. Only way this is gonna work.
Enough, Johnny. I just gotta think about it. Need to stretch your noodle? Fine.
Just
It's not in this basement.
V, Christ, you're talking out loud.
Out loud? What?
Just go fix this thing.
Think I can do it.
Whatever you decide. Let's make sure to get out of here first.
Hey V, I heard... Well, your thoughts?
Shouldn't have had to. Sorry about that.
No need to be. I know what's going on. And I know it won't be easy. For either of you. If you don't want to decide here, I know a much better place.
Sure, lead the way. Why is this spot special?
I took Jackie there once. It's not far.
Jackie? What's he got to do with any of this?
You'll see. Come on. Top floor. He had the same glum face.
Who? Jack?
This is it, Chica. I'm done for.
Doesn't sound like the Jackie I knew.
That was a long time ago. His mom had just found out he'd signed up with the Valentinos. Trust me. Senora Wells on one shoulder, your gang Chumbas on the other. No choice can ever seem right.
Mm-hmm.
Life wasn't easy for my Jackie, but... he found the courage to bet on himself. After. brought him here.
Ah, that's more like it. Air.
See that? I come here when I need to get away. Be alone with my thoughts.
She's onto something. Ought to sit, mull through some shit yourself.
Thanks, Misty. You were right. Choice spot. So what did Jackie decide up here?
Oh, you know. Gonna be a legend in this city. And I'm gonna leave you alone now. Take your time.
Fucking scared me, know that? Thought you were on your way out.
No, I'm still here.
For now. You know, should call anyone you want to say goodbye to.
Worst case scenario. That what you expect?
No. But whatever you decide, risk's gonna be high. If things don't go our way. Just fucking do it. Anyone you gotta talk to, now's the time. Pills can wait.
I'm calling Panam.
Panam.
Just want to hear her voice.
Sure as hell hope it's that and only that.
Hey,
Panam, hey.
do you know what time it is?
Sorry to wake you this late.
Is that why you called? To apologize for interrupting a good night's sleep?
Something I gotta do today. Gonna be high risk, big time, but I have to.
What is it?
It's not for comms. Not really.
Then shut up and tell me where you are. In the city?
Yeah,
Okay, then plant your butt somewhere and wait. I'm on my way.
you don't get it. I can't wait anymore.
This has something to do with what you were telling me before?
It does.
Well, I'll say one thing. There's always a way out. Here's what you need to do. You need to take a few deep breaths. Then rethink all this. Hard. And then you can call me back. Do you know why? Because I am here for you.
But
End of discussion.
Well played.
wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise.
Probably for the best. Would have said too much anyway. Was good you called. Wish I'd have had the chance to. Come a long way to get here, haven't we? Just think. It all started in a fucking landfill.
Then he tried to kill me.
See exactly what I mean. Trying to save your sorry hide now. You can let me do that. Or you can try Panam and her tarmac rats. But then their lives will weigh heavy on your soul. Or you take Arasaka's deal, but then you'll have your own soul on your conscience.
I think it's worth taking a chance on Arasaka.
The fuck was that? God, how you so fucking stubborn?
Inherited your finer traits.
You absolutely sure? No going back on this, you know.
There is another option, you know.
What?
We put all this, the pills, everything, to bed.
If we don't try something, anything, we're both doomed.
Okay, not my best idea ever. Forget I mentioned it. It's worth taking a chance on Arasaka.
The fuck was that? God, how you so fucking stubborn?
Inherited your finer traits.
You absolutely sure? No going back on this, you know.
Yeah, just don't freak out.
Honestly, couldn't give a gnat's shit. Got a feeling you're gonna regret this decision. And the moment that dawns, I won't be there to help.
Could be my last ride this. If it don't work out, just want to be there for it. Where? See you inside Mikoshi. Johnny? Okay, just me now.
At last.
Your offer. I accept.
You took your time. In the interim, Yorinobu has made his move.
What do you mean?
My brother has made me his guest at his residence in North Oak.
Locked you in.
Yes. His people watch over me for my safety.
Yeah? Well, I'll get you out. Can be pretty persuasive.
I thank you. Where are you?
At Victor's, my Ripper Dock, back behind a small shop called Misty's Esoterica.
I will send someone for you. They will drive you to the residence. Then we shall visit my brother together at the Arasaka Tower.
Is that you, V? Or...
Like Vic said, taking matters into my own hands.
So, what now?
Waiting for my driver.
Come inside. We'll wait together. Since you have to wait, mind if I give you a reading?
Sure, why not?
Some believe uncertainty is an evil that should be dispelled through divination. Others claim it's change that is evil. But that isn't true either. Every minute of every day, we each become someone new. We shouldn't fear change itself, but only who we might change into. Knowing one's path is most important. I devised this layout especially for you and Johnny. Your future is his future, and vice versa.
Okay, I'm ready.
We'll start with you, V. The Fool.
What a surprise.
Let's dig deeper to find its meaning here. The Fool symbolizes the start of a journey, the announcement of something new. It's the inner child, curious of the world, but also naive and reckless. Sounds a lot like the V I first met. The Magician. A person of great talent and charisma. A leader.
Sounds like Johnny.
The card is reversed. That can mean a tendency toward addiction, mental instability.
Okay. Definitely Johnny. He is one great disturbance.
The final cards are about your futures. The Devil.
Got another deck lying around? A cheerful one?
This is no joke, V. An inverted devil symbolizes subjugation, losing control, aggression, evil, a power struggle. Whatever you're planning, treat this as a warning.
Okay. And Johnny's?
The Moon.
Whoa, that doesn't sound too bad, right?
I don't know, V. The Moon is mystery. I think that's for you. Wait, is that an Arasaka stretch?
That's right.
But, V, they killed Jackie and now you're working for them?
Misty, listen. All this shit started because I decided to screw over the corp that used to sign my paychecks. If I can make things right, maybe... just maybe things will go back to normal.
I get it. They're only cards. Always open to interpretation.
So, this is where Arasaka's finest technology wound up. Charming. Where's the Ripper? Telling fortunes from rat bones in the back?
That's right. Matter of fact, just foretold I'd break your shit-spewing jaw. Remember the last time I did that, I trust.
I do. But I also recall what we spoke of that day. The construct in your head, and how it could affect decision-making. The same construct that, in its former life, detonated 2 nuclear warheads inside Arasaka Tower. And now, you and this construct have volunteered to sort things out in Arasaka. Interesting coincidence, wouldn't you say?
Think you might be out of line, Hellman. Hanako appointed you my chauffeur. So do your fucking job and drive me to North Oak.
Let us go. We are almost there. Why has she not called?
Who? Hanako?
I fail to see what you and your sharp wits are doing here. Or why I am here. Driving Master V.
Easy on her, alright? Damage the fucking wheels.
What am I? Your chauffeur? I didn't agree to this.
Neither did I, matter of fact. So just shut up and drive.
Now for the fun part. The limo is Arasaka, but there will be guards past the checkpoint. Try to act natural. Or rather, just be still and calm, and this will all go smoothly. Is everything in order?
No one is allowed onto... Jesus Christ! Have you gone absolutely mental? Blast it all.
What now?
They won't let us anywhere near her.
Have to plow right through them, then.
Knock yourself out. You fetch Hanako, I'll sort out the AV.
I am in the bedroom in the central part of the building. Anders, you get the AV. But first, we must neutralize the 4 guards. V, is your task clear?
We neutralize.
I will obstruct their communications so that no support arrives. Careful now. There are 5 more guards outside, and a dweller in the garage on the left. They know you are here. You must neutralize them. All of them.
Kill! Left! Fire! Fire!
Man down! Take their position!
Fire! Fire!
Focus!
him.
I'm nearing the residence.
Good. Land by the pool.
These people, they simply left me no choice.
We have a job to do. We need to keep it together for all our sakes.
I need do nothing. It is just that. I believe a war has just begun.
War's a bit much, isn't it? A loaded word for any Arasaka.
Is that what you believe?
Just counting bodies. You and me and Hellman makes 3. Actually 2.5. Anyway, against all Arasaka and its armies, that's not much.
My brother is not all of Arasaka. Not yet, at least. He knows this well. It is the reason he surrounds himself with criminals like Adam Smasher.
Scientists from Biochip Systems have announced a breakthrough.
That's supposed to make me feel better. Reality is we're on our own.
My father was on his own, and he built an empire. Please.
This cutting-edge therapy treatment has been listed at €700,000 per month for the second consecutive
Is it not too early for champagne? But if it helps you calm down, does anyone else have trembling hands?
Why not? Might help clear my head. Weird. It's flavorless.
What is strange is that this has only happened now.
Meaning what?
Your central nervous system. It's a shambles. You will lose your hearing next, then your sight.
No time to waste then.
Once Yorinobu has been dealt with, we shall attend to your needs. Did you prepare everything?
Quite.
Oh, fuck.
Will he manage?
He should.
I'll be fine.
This way.
Probably won't get another chance.
To do what?
To fill me in on your plan.
What if I have none?
Don't play dumb with me, Hanako.
You and Takemura had a plan the day of the parade. Moments later, you had nothing. Your plan was in tatters. And yet we are here now. Do you know why? Because sometimes you have to look the truth in the eye. Back then, that is what I did, thanks to you. You have a very honest look.
That's how we're swinging the Arasaka board? You want me to stare at them?
Weapon at the ready.
If my charms don't work, we go for more tried and tested methods. I see what you're getting at.
You have yet to see. As do they all.
Was in counter intel a while. Never heard of this place, though.
Of course you did not hear of it. This is one of Arasaka's most closely guarded secrets.
Hang on, is this?
Father's office. A faithful replica of the original in Tokyo. He ordered one made in every Arasaka branch on the planet. Every last detail, every item, arranged as if he could navigate it blind. That is the way he is, meticulous, fastidious.
Was.
I beg your pardon?
Meant to say was.
Symbols are more resilient than you think. The question is, if the faction leaders remain loyal to Arasaka values, and if they will find the courage to admit their mistake.
Honestly, wishful thinking at best. My testimony's worth shit here. Not as if you've got much leverage either.
We shall soon know. Come.
Executive floor is up top.
Correct.
So why are we descending?
I told you. Mikoshi can be accessed only from a room beneath Arasaka Tower. Before we interrupt this board meeting, we must do one more thing.
Huh? Keep getting this weird feeling you're not telling me the whole truth.
Because I am not telling you the whole truth. I am cautious.
Thought you said we trusted each other.
There is trust between us now. That is why you are here. So earlier, soon after you abducted me, I sought his counsel.
Whose?
Father's. His office is not the only replica he created.
What?
Otou-sama. この人よ。
お前は我が社から盗みを働いた。
Fuck me, Dizzy.
さらには娘の誘拐に加担し、今度は息子を葬り去ろうとしている。荒坂に随分と恨みがあるようだな。
Is everything in order?
It's an honor to finally make your acquaintance. I used to work for Arasaka Counter Intel in Night City before...
私のテクノロジーと己の愚行によって身を滅ぼす前のことか。
We all make mistakes. I'm here to fix mine.
ならば道は誤っていない。生と死、その狭間にガラスがある。私たちの使命はその境界を限りなく薄くすることだ。お前はそのプロセスの一部となった。感謝しなくてはな。
Thanks won't be near enough.
心配するな。しかるべき代償は払う。準備はいいぞ、花子。始めろ。
お父様。It is done. We may go.
Wait a sec. Want to talk to Jackie Wells.
Who?
You took his body. Arasaka did. Goro said you interrogate the dead. Think I might understand how that's possible now.
I'm afraid these are two wholly different things. But let us see. Jackie Wells.
Hermano! Finally! Mama told me things come to those who wait. Some are even good.
Jackie. It's really you.
Not bad being heir to the Arasaka Empire.
Remember anything? About what happened?
Hit the major leagues, essay! Running with Dex! Badass black Jesus of the afterlife! A heap of partly gold-plated cool. Not bad, eh?
Take it easy, amigo.
Afterlife. See you there.
Did you get what you expected?
Go fuck yourself, Hanako.
And so we must move on.
Johnny. Fuck no. Not now.
It won't be much longer, V. Will you stay with us?
We're on weaker by the minute. We gotta hurry.
Indeed we do. Dire moments are upon us.
These your people?
In a manner of speaking.
Meaning?
To what extent they have faith in me or my money, I do not know.
Guess it'd be all the same to them, wouldn't it?
You are never one to mince words.
That's why you brought me here. Anyway, motivations aside, what's important is that they shoot in the right direction.
As a last resort, and only then.
You mean when the board rejects every word out of our mouths?
If, not when.
Then what? Need me to neutralize them too?
Keep your weapon at hand, and do not utter a word until I ask you to. No matter what happens, you must trust me.
It's an island. Just one.
With 12,000 inhabitants.
We could relocate them. Archipelago, you know, so there are other islands around.
It sounds very costly.
I am late. Apologies.
Hanako, What are you doing here?
My brother, where is he?
He told us to start without him.
Then, begin without him, we shall.
Begin what?
The removal of Yorinobu from his position as CEO of Arasaka.
Did I hear you correctly? What are you doing? You cannot... Hanako. I believe you owe us an explanation.
V, this is your seat.
I will not let you treat me this way.
You hear that? Plant your ass somewhere else.
This is outrageous.
Much obliged.
Yorinobu murdered my father and exploited his death to justify his warmongering. And you knew of this. All of you.
Fascinating.
Absurd! Careful what you say.
Yes, indeed. Worse than nothing else. Is this all you have?
I have an eyewitness.
Saburo Arasaka is murdered, and you don't order an inquiry into the cause of his death.
Once again, who is this?
Used to work a few floors down, Abernathy's department. And I know, shrugging your shoulders and finding a scapegoat just isn't correct procedure when the CEO dies. I'm an eyewitness to what happened. You should ask me questions, then proceed with apprehending Yorinobu.
A serious accusation, admittedly. But nothing more.
If our testimony is not enough, perhaps you will listen to my father.
Oh. Arasaka様。
赤子のようにまんまと騙されたか、日和見主義に走ったが、いずれにせよ、彼にも役員である者たちがなんと情けない。
This? Is this to convince us? Ah, magic trick.
マヘッド、お前がミリテクとの全面戦争を憂慮していた時、私はこう言ったはずだ。お前には3つのものが欠けている。自信、知性、そして根性だ。
Arasaka様、
見たところ、あれから何も変わっていないようだな。
It's him!
Arasaka-sama, what is your command?
花子の指示に従え、花子の発する言葉は全て私の言葉同然だ。
Objections?
What the hell's happening?
Clearly, someone objects.
Who activated the lockdown?
Is it you? Is this your doing, Hanako? To lock us in here so we devour each other like rats in a cage?
Hear that?
Have you brought more of this filth from the street? They're here! They're opening fire!
Neutralize us.
I did not believe I told you such things. I will gather a force. You. This lift will take you to the upper atrium. From there, you can reach Yorinobu's floor. I want him taken alive.
Alive? After all this?
He is still my brother. If you harm a hair on his head, our agreement will be void. ええ、始めなさい。建物全体よ。それでいい。兄の部下が一人もおらず往復するまで。
End of the hall, there is an atrium and lift shaft. Be careful. I have heard there is fighting on this level.
Got a problem. They've disabled all the elevators.
My people will take back the control room shortly. Go to the lift in the middle on level 3. Quickly.
Open fire!
Good. There are more stairs on the opposite side. lockdown has been lifted. Be very careful. Yorinobu's men are certain to be in position. I will join you once we have the situation under control.
2067. An Arasaka bodyguard shields the Emperor of Japan from an assassin's bullet. 2071. Arasaka security forces prevent mass riots in San Francisco, saving the city from certain ruin. 2074. An Arasaka investigation eliminates a terror cell in Rio de Janeiro, ending a string of attacks and executing those responsible.
You will receive Netrunner support.
Arasaka's
taken care of.
There is a large room ahead. My brother's most capable men guard it. My netrunners have dealt with the doors. You can keep moving.
As if they were gonna make this easy.
Your mate has
Adam Smasher! I fucking knew it!
You are nothing! You won't leave here alive! Don't prolong the inevitable! Come here! This is your room!
Extremists must be eradicated!
Survival favors the strong! Where's Rogue? Wanted no part of this raid, the old cunt. Once I finish with you, I'll hunt her down!
Atom Smasher. Finally. Done. What's your take, Johnny? Son of a bitch. It's basically scrap. Suppose it'll have to do. And Smasher, don't bother trying to get up. You pile of junk. How about that, Johnny? That was for you. Almost there.
I am as well. Remember, do not harm a hair on his head.
I remember. Privilege is all yours.
violent delights with violent ends. You? Where is my sister?
Be here any sec now. Until then, supposed to watch you. So don't try anything.
What would I try? I have tried everything. Nothing else remains.
This... you won't need.
Just one bullet left. It's not for you. Look. What do you see?
Know what I see? A corporate coup that failed. Your men out there, spilling blood for no reason. Won't last long, though.
Kyoto. Dubai. Paris. These people had a chance today, but they lost it.
A chance? A chance for what?
To forget their fear.
This how you want to help people forget their fear? By killing them. Sorry. Just don't get it.
Fear. Ever since I can remember, the one thing I cannot deny him. He knew how to cause fear in people.
Saburo.
He once told me anything of value is only a flag blowing in wind. And wind is fear. And then, you know what he did? Blew in my face. That was the one time he was wrong. And others? It worked on them. They feared him. Even now, you saw. Idiots terrified of a dead man talking from a box. Pathetic. I would change that. If only you did not appear.
You're even worse than him. Saburo ruled with an iron fist, but he didn't need a purge to hold on to power.
Power? You? You think I wanted power? 50 years ago, terrorists blew this building into smoke.
Yeah, so I heard.
And? What did it give us?
Not much.
Nothing. But I learned a lesson. If planting bombs not enough, what can you do? You become bomb. Hanako.
兄さん。
待っていたぞ。世界が崩れ去る時は必ずお前がそこにいる。
やめて。人の前よ。I thank you, V. That will be all.
Not all. Not yet.
I will keep my end of our agreement. You will go with Hellman.
And you?
I must stay with my brother.
Come. Time to look to your problem. Fate is a fickle mistress, isn't she?
Say what now?
You spend your whole life fighting something. Only to become that very same thing.
quite
一度も
literal.
恐れたことはない。
分かってる。
だが、もう疲れた。
It worked. I did it. Johnny, Hanako kept her word.
Looking at you now reminds me of the moment we met. Still see that same small-time merc, little thief with his head in the clouds. Haven't changed a bit.
Jesus, can you stop being a prick for just a minute?
You know, you remind me of someone. The Johnny of yore never gave a shit about it. Betrayal came easy, something to brag about.
Wait, that's what you think? I betrayed you?
Worse. Lots. You betrayed yourself.
What do you mean by that?
Biochip did more than just blend our memories. That line that kept V and Silverhand separate, well, faded a while back.
I'm still here. I know what I want, and I know where I came from.
I. Who's this I? You even know? Oh, V. What are you waiting for?
I'm the V who chose to live.
Same drive that kept Silverhand going his whole life. That drive and two thoughts. Never look back. Never look to those around you. Just keep moving. Look ahead. Stare death straight in the eye.
You're not the only rebel around here.
And I'm not the only one to have missed a bigger picture. We're a tangled web, you and me. One and the same. So if you're here to tell me something, it's 'cause you need to hear it yourself.
I want you to hear me out. Let me explain all this.
Explain? Oh. Then talk.
Listen. I'm on an operating table getting sliced open. Arasaka docs are taking the chip out as we speak. I mean, you knew it'd end this way. That the day would come when I'd want to be normal again. Want my life back.
Normal's overrated. If it exists at all. They're cutting a piece of us out, and that'll leave a hole forever.
what choice did I have?
Stay true to yourself? Give a thought to a tiny concept called loyalty?
If you're all paranoid about being thrown in another Arasaka prison, don't be. They're gonna shred you.
You're never gonna get it. It's not about Arasaka. Not even about life and death.
Then what's it all about, Johnny? Enlighten me.
The principle, V. It's always about the principle. Swap meat for chrome, live a BD fantasy, whatever. But at the end of it all, it's the code you live by that defines who you are. Ever get lost? It shows you the way home. Bust up into pieces, it puts you back together again.
That rocker boy Silverhand's credo? Words he lived by?
Something Johnny picked up from V. The old V.
I don't want to drag this out. Just... see you around, Johnny. And thanks. For everything. If not for you, I'd be long dead. Several times over.
Remember what Dex asked you? Quiet life or blaze of glory?
Sure I remember.
Shame you chose wrong. Damn shame.
In addition, numerous brain functions remain dormant. The neural impulses have been rerouted to the neural processor, a temporary measure.
When can I expect a full report?
I will send it by the end of this week.
My congratulations again on your success. Goodbye.
Please prepare the patient's room.
Having trouble remembering how I got here.
Some memories you have lost permanently. Others will return in time. You must stay calm. Your neural processor is overburdened. Any unnecessary stress response will only make things worse.
Am I still V? I died. Twice,
Everything is in order.
No. I feel empty, as if I'm being pulled, stretched.
Please take the patient away. Notepad. Progression and its further trajectory remain unclear. Removing the tumors proved a difficult task. But the operation on the engram was the real challenge.
Let's go.
Is the ship of Theseus, dismantled into component parts and reassembled, still the same ship? We are pioneers, the first to ever separate mentally conjoined twins.
I hear the cuckoo calling,
In the end,
and long for
the
Kyoto.
human soul can go under.
Huh?
End of note.
Please rest. A doctor will be with you shortly.
Come here. Waiting for you.
WNS News has been notified of a breaking story. Saburo Arasaka lives once more, though now in the body of his son. The CEO was reported dead months ago, but now it's been revealed that a copy of his consciousness was made before his death. It appears his consciousness was used to override that of his son and heir Yorinobu Arasaka. This shocking development was revealed at a press conference earlier today.
皆さん、いらっしゃい。祖父はよく、枯れ落ちた花は枝に戻らないと言っていました。人は誰も物心ついた瞬間から死を恐れる。
Please get ready. Testing will begin shortly.
No, good morning. No, got some good news for you.
We must complete a series of tests. Please do not hinder or delay. Parietal lobe examination. Please use your Kiroshi scanner and read the displayed text. Please use your Kiroshi.
And it was a sight to behold, he said, how a soul would choose its life. Sometimes pitiable, sometimes laughable, at times wonderful and strange.
That's enough. Cognitive function test. Solve the cube. Please link yourself to the device. Higher order representation formation, initiating test. The patient is ready to be examined.
What are these tests meant to test?
Initiate device calibration. Respond to the keywords. No thinking, just the first word that comes to mind. Journey.
Life.
Home.
Got nothing.
Enemy.
The city.
Principal.
I don't know.
Betrayal.
I don't know.
You're in a cornfield. Tall, green plants as far as the eye can see. The sun is bright, blinding. The stalks of corn part as you walk forward. You come across a clearing left by an automated combine in its wake.
What's this test for anyway?
It tests your level of empathy. The heat has made your mouth dry and sticky. You spot a rodent's nest at your feet. The machine has torn through the soft soil. You spot blind, newborn field mice around their mother. The machine has left her sliced in two. They lie in perfect symmetry, a tiny rodent rosette. Your mouth begins to water.
That's enough.
The test is necessary.
I said enough.
We shall return to it later.
How'd I do?
We will see. Motor function test. Please step onto the treadmill. Motor function test. Please connect to the device.
What's this test all about?
Please walk. Gradually accelerate.
Shit.
Get up. You can't stay here.
64 News. I'm Jillian Jordan. The world remains gripped by the revelation that Saburo Arasaka has returned from the dead in the body of his son, Yorinobu Arasaka. A letter of protest regarding the apparent resurrection has been signed.
Please get ready. Testing will begin shortly.
Starting to get sick of this.
The tests may be tiresome, but they are essential to ensure...
Fine. Hit me.
Cognitive function test. Solve the cube. Next test, please connect your personal link. Higher order representation formation, initiating test. The patient.
Let's start this thing.
Device calibration. Please respond to each keyword with your initial.
As quick as I can, no
Illness.
Dunno, nothing.
Rebellion. I, me.
No idea.
The present.
Nothing. I don't know.
The future.
No idea.
The sun is in your eye.
The heat's made your mouth dry and sticky. You spot a rodent's nest at your feet.
The machine is torn through the... They lie in perfect...
Right, enough.
Measurements complete. Please... Motor function test. Personal link.
Really aced it last time, didn't I?
Slow walk.
Look, I know my body. Won't last long on this thing.
The tests are necessary. They must be performed.
Not bad so far, huh? Try a little fat.
Accelerate by 3.
I can't. Gotta stop.
Stop treadmill. Testing concluded for today. Communications have been unlocked. You may now phone home. Earth.
Hey.
You've got some nerve!
Wait, what? What's the problem?
Oh, I spoke with Victor, so please stop acting surprised. Where the hell are you?
Sitting on an Arasaka orbital station. No idea which one.
Like I could give a shit which one. You're in trouble. Again. Alone. You could have asked for help.
Had my reasons.
Ah! Fuck! Enough! Just stop pissing me off! Return to Earth, now, before they hurt you!
Nice to hear your voice again.
It's good to hear yours too, idiot. Now come home.
Cognitive function test.
Over the past 7 months, tensions between Arasaka Corpo and Militech escalated to troubling levels. Many pundits and analysts warned of a possible outbreak of armed conflict. The exacerbation of tensions was heightening even more.
Hey, listen. These tests.
We need very precise data.
Can't stand...
Cognitive function test. Solve the cube. Respond. Loyalty.
No. Want to talk to Hanako Arasaka.
Please respond to each term.
Quick as I can, no thinking, right?
Humanity.
Enough! No more tests. I refuse to take any.
Please step onto the treadmill.
No.
As quickly as you can. V.
No.
Cognitive function test. Solve the cube.
Fuck! No! Enough! I've had it! Fucking hate this place! Fuck you all! Enough! I'm done! Huh. Is it actually morning?
The sun rose over Night City exactly 2 hours ago. Someone really ought to clean this mess up.
What do you want?
They asked me to speak to you.
Fine. So what do you have to tell me?
I fear I'm the bearer of bad news. Listen to me. The procedure was a success. We removed the biochip. But the damage it wrought proved enormous. At the genetic level, altered DNA. The kind you would find in those suffering from radiation sickness. And sadly, it's lethal.
So you're telling me I'm gonna die?
All the options have yet to be exhausted.
What other options are there? Already gone under the knife once.
Arasaka Corporation has the capability to cheat death. All we require from you is a dose of trust.
Trusted you once already. Fat lot of good that did me.
You may join our pilot program. Secure your soul. I fear your body is no longer of any use. You must abandon it. We will create an engram of your mind and store it in Mikoshi.
Store it? Why can't I just get a new body?
We have yet to solve the compatibility issue.
Doesn't sound like you had much of a problem with Saburo Arasaka.
You have no offspring, nor do you have an entire clinic focused solely on your care.
So let's say I agree. Land in Arasaka's soul prison. Put myself at their mercy. Do I even need to ask about the catch?
All is set forth in a contract, guaranteed therein. You must merely sign it. If you wish to live, that is. Now, since a digitized psyche is not legally an individual, the contract entails relinquishing your rights. A temporary measure, naturally.
No. Not about to become the property of Arasaka Corp.
Current participants of the program are all well-known, influential people. We have yet to receive any complaints.
And if I refuse?
Your belongings are packed. A shuttle will take you back to Earth, and you will be dead before winter. It's no easy decision, I know. You should think it through carefully.
Made my decision. I'm going back to Earth. Going home.
You will die there.
Goodbye, Anders. Your offer was shit. But in making it, you gave me something better.
What are you talking about?
Before, death was inevitable. A fact of my shit life. You let me choose it. Accept it on my terms. Nothing of beauty will never fade away. I see your eyes and know you see me. You're like a ghost, how you're everywhere.
How's the Earth looking from way up there? She as pretty as they say? Or is that just another lie? Listen, don't forget, your implants were made for Earth gravity. Could start acting up in orbit. But I'm trying to say